today, chat. Um, I put a presentation together to discuss some Pokemon. Last night, it's a me, you and Junkie actually inspired me to go over some things about legendary, mythical, and Ultra Beast and pseudo legendary Pokemon. I'm not going to really talk about Ultra Beast pseudo legendary Pokemon because I'll tell you right now, Ultra Beasts are considered pseudo legendary Pokemon, meaning they're not legendary nor mythical, but they still have a category of themselves as Ultra Beasts. But Ultra Beasts are known from Gen 7 and up. That
Master Sensei.
Oh, yo, thank you, Snowman, for 13 months straight for subscribing. Bidoof is on its own category. Bidoof is just a godlike Pokemon. Bidoof is Bidoof, right? Bidoof has its own tier, its own category. So yes, I was wrong about legendary Pokemon, but they are their own type, but also as pseudo Pokemon. Also, Ash has caught a mythical / and legendary Pokemon. Get into that, okay? So, get your popcorn, get your drinks, get whatever you like. Sit back and relax, and we're about to we're gonna get into this discussion. Okay? All right, here we go. My Pokemon presentation. Let me explain. All right, let me explain. I've been playing Pokemon since day one for over 25 years, going on 30 years soon, right? We're gonna talk about legendary and mythical Pokemon Gen 1 to Gen 9. All right. Kanto's legendary Pokemon Gen 1. You have Mewtwo, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. All right, you have Mewtwo as legendary, and the Trio Birds. Those are the legendary Pokemon for Gen 1. Now, Mew was considered a legendary Pokemon. Mew was previously considered a legendary Pokemon alongside Pokemon such as Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo. Those were the original legendary Pokemon, 1 through 151. Now, Mew was really kind of unattainable. You do events, or you do like a glitch, and red, green, and blue, and then you somehow got Mew. It's pretty interesting what you do, right? Boom! On to Gen 2, Johto. So you have the legendary dogs, right? You have Raikou, Entei, Suicune, and then you have the other main two, which is Ho-Oh and Lugia, Gold and Silver, and then you also have Celebi. So although mythical Celebi is a legendary Pokemon who mainly resides at the Ilex Forest west of Azalea Town, Celebi is now considered as a mythical Mew. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a little bit. Now you have Gen 3 Hoenn. Now you guys are paying attention, right? All right. You have the Reggies, the three Reggies: Regirock, Regice, Registeel. Hey, yeah. All right. I did. I made a PowerPoint, dude. Since 11 o'clock, 10:30 this morning. After I went to Black Bear, got my breakfast, got 2 cups of coffee. I came here. No, it's not about. I kind of put the mods of who comes in and like really do help me out, but it's not a downgrade, right? You went from mod to VIP. You're a VIP person because you out here support, so I had to give you a VIP. I can't do mod and VIP. But hey, hold on, guys, we're on track here, all right? All right, so you have the Reggies, right? You have Latias and Latios and Deoxys. Now, Latios and Latias are the first legendary Pokemon to have a gender. Latias is a female, Latios is a male. Deoxys is also a mythical Pokemon, but right now, for Gen 3, it's considered a legendary Pokemon, okay? Alright. This classification in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This was from Gen 6, right? With the Mega Mega Pokemon, Mega Evolution. All right, PokemonCenter.com and Scholastic book on legendary and mythical Pokemon called Deoxys a legendary Pokemon rather than a mythical Pokemon. This is from Bulbapedia. Max, if you're in stream, remember you brought up Bulbapedia, right? Explain. Explain. Mijo. All right, next slide. The trio. Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza are legendary Pokemon. Jirachi, yes, exactly, Mocha. Jirachi is a steel psychic type mythical and legendary Pokemon, okay? From Gen 3. Now we're on Gen 4. Sit down. Alright, so we have Mesprit, Uxie, Azelf, we have Cresselia, Heatran, and Regigigas. They are legendary Pokemon. Yeah, she's excited. Yeah, she is. So now Cresselia, this is interesting to you guys. Cresselia and Darkrai are considered like the moon, like dream and nightmare duos, right? See, Darkrai is considered a mythical Pokemon, but not Cresselia. Cresselia is actually a legendary, not a mythical. I hope she's cheering me on. Both people are in and watching this presentation right now. All right, so Ligma is actually a very rare type Pokemon. Ligma has different categories and different genders as well. So Ligma's on the whole type, just like Slugma. So Heatran, do you think interesting about Heatran, how the legendary Pokemon, it has two genders. It could be either a male or female gender Pokemon. A lot of people thought it was a mythical. It's actually a legendary Pokemon. Next slide. We got Palkia and Dialga, of course, right? The main, the cover Pokemon. We have Palkia and Dialga. We also have Giratina, who was on the cover for Platinum, which has two different forms, right? I'm trying to concentrate. I got jokes, but all right, moving on. And you have these Pokemon considered legendary, but later on considered now mythical. Arceus is the god, right? Is the god legendary Pokemon, but it's actually mythical. So how Pokemon are considered mythical is that they're only obtained via gifts, via mystery gifts, via codes, via Wi-Fi, whatever. Those are how you consider mythicals, and that's when you can get them. So you have Arceus, you have Monophy, and you also have Fiona. You have my favorite Pokemon of the mythicals, Darkrai. No! Hey, Max! You were trying to prove me wrong last night. I said, hold up. How much mushroom did you take after Black? Max, you said you played Gen 4 and onwards, right? I wanted to create a slide on how I was wrong about the Ultra Beast, but you guys were telling me about certain Pokemon, certain legendary Pokemon, like in Gen 7, which we're almost there. All right, we're almost there. No, okay. Told you in the canon of the anime, it's different. No, so actually, the game does tie in somewhat in the anime, and I'll get to that after the presentation. I'll get after that. Oh, Max will be only quizzed on this. All right. I bled Pokemon my whole entire life, basically. All right, next slide. Gen 5 Unified. Here we go. Certain legendary Pokemon were now categorized as mythical. Mythical Pokemon were considered to be legendary Pokemon prior to Generation 5 in the Japanese and Korean media. The two groups have always been considered distinct. Source. Your favorite source, Max, Bulbapedia. Next slide. We have these legendary trios: Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus. Right, yeah. And they all have different forms. Now with Ethereum forms, you can only get them through there's like 3D thing that you can do on Pokemon, the Pokemon 3DS. Pretty cool. Next slide. We have Reshiram and Zekrom, Yin Yang from Gen 5, the cover Pokemon. We have Kyurem, who's the cover Pokemon for Pokemon Black, White, and Black 2. Right? We have these guys, Victini, Janisek, and Meloetta. Mythical Pokemon / legendary, but they're more considered mythical. They're event Pokemon, yeah. But however, they were considered legendary up into Black 2 and White 2. In Black and White, they were considered legendary Pokemon. But they started using the term mythical on in Black 2 and White 2. The Kalos region, they brought in Mega Evolution. Yveltal, Journeus, you got Zygarde, 10% form, 50% form, and the complete form. I forgot to add the little cell. And then you have Hoopa, 2 forms. You got Diancie, you got Volcanion. These are mythical Pokemon. Gen 6 was actually the almost, I would say the top tier. Almost. Like they're in the top 3 for my favorite of pretty much the best, one of the best gens. You can do a lot in Gen 6. Yeah, let me cook. Let me cook. Alright, next slide. The Alola, Tapus, and Ultra Beast. Okay? Tapus are considered legendary Pokemon. Shaman? Oh, you're right. I forgot about Shaman. I think I was gonna make a slide and I was like, gosh, man, there's so many fucking things I've been doing with this. There's a couple things I did forget, but it doesn't matter. You can't believe me? Well, that's okay. Moving on. The Tapus are legendary Pokemon. Now, here we go. I was told that legendary Pokemon don't evolve. You got Cosmog and Cosmoem. With Cosmog, you can evolve them to Solgaleo and Lunala. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna make a whole mythical slide, and I was like, that's too much. I forgot about that. I forgot Keldea. I was going to make a mythical slide. I was like, I'm pretty much, you know, yeah. They can evolve. Who would know? Who would guess that now we went from having genders for legendary Pokemon, and now they can evolve. Isn't that crazy? Necrozma, 3 different forms, right? You have Dawn Wings, and Dusk something, and then you have the Ultra Necrozma. Here's all the mythical Pokemon: Girna, Marshadow, Zeraora. Zeraora is like my second favorite mythical Pokemon. Or Darkrai. And who would think about this, Max? Poipole, who's an Ultra Beast, but also a legendary Pokemon. How is it categorized as legendary Pokemon? Well, if you check Cerebi, who is a writer who has his own blog and also blogs for Pokemon Company themselves, right? For them, Poipole is categorized as a legendary Pokemon. Isn't that crazy? So that means Ash caught a legendary Pokemon. Isn't that crazy? What? Brass Monkey, you hear this? You see this, Brass Monkey? Alright. Oh. I know. And you know what's crazy too? Melton is a mythical Pokemon. But in the anime, Max, I thought the anime is not canon with the games. The games, they don't mix. Melton was considered a legendary Pokemon when Ash and his friends came across it. Ash was mentioned in some of the games. I forgot which game it was, but he was really mentioned. So how he was mentioned, that's kind of ties in with the games and anime. They kind of coexist with each other. If you check Pokemon Masters, which is an app game, right? Ash is now in that game.
Yeah.
So Max. It's not canon, but the thing is, Ash is still mentioned in these games, in the app and also in the Pokemon games. So Milton, who belongs to Ash in the anime, Ash has a mythical Pokemon. So he has not only he has Poipole, who evolved, by the way, right? Evolved. Ash also owns Milton. The Galar. Type Null, who evolves to Civilly, is a legendary Pokemon. He evolves. That's pretty much two legendary Pokemon that evolves. In Gen 7, yeah, Gen 7. You have 2 evolutions, right? There's one. Oh, I forgot to put. Oh, yeah. Whoops. I'll fix that. But he's from Gen 7. We have Zacian, and Zamazenta, Eternatus. And by the way, in the anime, Ash helps Go catch Eternatus, and Ash basically, it's not really like his Pokemon, but technically they kind of catch it. So, fuck, I forgot their names. They're legendary. The new Regis, Regileki, and Regidrago, legendaries, right? Go to Terry.net. Cupfu. Urshifu pretty much evolves into Urshifu, which is another legendary Pokemon that evolves. Cupfu. You have this new Pokemon that was introduced in Pokemon Legends. He still comes back. So I don't know if you caught up with the actual anime before it ended. It shows all the Pokemon that was there for him, and still considered that he still has it on his party. Sorry. Mythical Pokemon: Zarude, Paldea, and pretty much these are the new Pokemon, legendary Pokemon that so far. I know Suicune's supposed to have a Paradox form, but these guys are I can't remember when in the game or someone in the data files that they're pretty much evolution / paradox form of Cyclizar, and that's his name. Craftsman, can you correct me on the name? Yeah. So next time, right? Next time. Back to my presentation. That is my presentation of the mythical legendary Pokemon and Ultra Beast. Any questions, any comments, any concerns?